Hey watch enthusiasts, and welcome to my channel. Today I'd like to go through Rolex service. As I previously mentioned in another video, this watch I bought off eBay, and it is my first and only watch that I've ever bought off eBay, and I had it pressure tested to ensure it was watertight up to the 100 meters prescribed, and unfortunately failed that test. So I took it back to Rolex. I just wanted the seals replaced, but obviously they said no, it needs to go back for a full service, and I said that I would go through what that entailed. So as you can see, it stopped. I didn't wear it from the 25th, which is very unusual actually, because as I said to you previously, this watch really does live on my arm. But I had another watch that I had sent off. We can discuss this again in another video, but this limited edition Porsche Designs all titanium watch. Show the back 1 second. Yeah, you know, it's kind of a cool watch, but I've had a few issues with that one that we can talk about again. Anyway, so this watch that I bought, had already been serviced, and this is the old card that I had. So you can see it was serviced in 2020, and you know, this is the type of card that you used to get. I'll just flip it around, you know, sort of laminated paper basically. And then once it come back for service, you used to get service pouches that look like that. I have a few of them, as you can see, from different services. You know, they're just sort of basic. You know, I'm sure some people who have had Rolexes serviced, you know, just comes wrapped around that card, you know, sort of basic. And nowadays you get this. So the watch comes in a nice presentation box, in my opinion, a lot better than it used to be. You still get a service card. Doesn't really have too many details on it, but again, you know, very nice. And you get this a lot better, in my opinion, service pouch. So with this, the watch is wrapped, around a lot thicker piece of foam, and yeah, they give it to you out of that, which was, you know, was great. I thought that looked, you know, really good. And then they give you a service booklet as well. So after the first page, you can sort of see, you know, what they've done with disassembly, what they've done with cleaning and movement, and so on and so forth. I'm not gonna, you know, I don't see if anybody wants me to actually go through all of this, then, you know, I don't mind. I can do that in another video, but yeah, you just get that with it as well. And the part that I had mentioned was that the GMT has got a common fault with what I said was the hour wheel, the hour jumper. So this is the invoice that I had. Okay, so you can see there, I'll fold it over in a second, but cleaning dial. I had mentioned that there was some debris in the dial or on the glass, and I asked for the they realigned the insert on the bezel because the bezel wasn't set at 12 o'clock, which is, you know, hugely frustrating in my opinion. But as you can see on the watch, we had a professional service. They replaced the barrel complete, so I take it that includes the mainspring. I don't know if that's further down. We'll look together. The click wheel and reversing wheel, the oscillating weight and axle, slipping clip for oscillating weight, cylindrical pin, glass seal because I had a new glass fitted to it because the anti-reflective coating at 12 o'clock on the date. I mentioned this before, it had a really nasty scuff at 12 o'clock, and obviously when you hit these date windows, because there's anti-reflective coating on them, they mark up blue, which you can see from a mile off, you know. So that frustrated me when I bought it. And obviously the misaligned is, you know, the bezel used to sit, you know, sort of like, you know, like this, you know, not exactly at 12 o'clock, which now it does. The back seal, obviously because they're going to take the back off it, and bezel seal, steel tube and gasket for the crown, and obviously crown seal, the new glass that I mentioned, which I replaced, complete polish and a service card, which I've showed you in here, the Rolex pocket for wristwatch, full box for Rolex pocket or pouch, which is the version 2, which is this, ratchet wheel, driving wheel, intermediate wheel, I believe they are wear components, and then the great wheel, third wheel and second wheel. So, you know, when you think about how a movement works, when you consider that with those wheels replaced, that's a lot of the movement replaced. You know, I realize it's not the plates or anything like that, you know, the balance wheel or anything, but, you know, I think that's, you know, a substantial amount to be replaced in a service. So that was what was replaced on my watch. The service was great. You know, quite, I don't want to say reasonable, but it was certainly, you know, I've been quoted a lot more for services than what I got quoted for this. And as I say, it did have a new glass as well. So, you know, I realize it stopped. I apologize for that. We can always go through winding it up. Why not? Excuse my hands again. People don't like gloves. I hope you can hear that. If you can't, I apologize. The microphone might not be able to pick up on that. But give it a little shake, and away it goes. And I will set it after the video. If anybody would like any further information regarding that, by all means, you know, send me a comment, hit the like button, that would be great, just for some feedback, and I can go through a bit more. I've also got a video whereby we can go through authentication, because as I said, this watch was bought through that. I don't see many videos regarding the authentication from eBay. That's an interesting process, because there's a box that comes with as well, which I've still got. There's a few other bits and pieces as well, so more than happy to, you know, go through that. You can see, you know, there's some paperwork that comes with it, and yeah, all in all, it was a pretty good service. It did frustrate me that the watch wasn't watertight when it had come from eBay, but in their defense, you know, somebody may have taken the back off, you know, before it had been authenticated. So, you know, I'm not really, you know, can't complain about that. Again, thanks very much for watching my video. I really appreciate it. I hope it's informative and, you know, maybe a little entertaining for some. I'm here to, as I say, tell a story more than review, but happy to do some reviews as well. And you know, I've got some other watches that I'll bring up in other videos in the future. I mentioned my Submariner. I'm more than happy to do, you know, there's a lot of comparison videos between this and a Submariner, so, you know, I don't want to reinvent the wheel, and other people have done fantastic videos on that, but if somebody would want to see something like that, I'm happy. I have other GMTs as well. I've got kind of a very dressy GMT that's, you don't see for sale very often. So I'm more than happy to crack that open and show you that as well if you would like. Yeah, as I say, just here to have fun, sort of get involved in the community a little bit, and yeah, have a laugh at the same time, hopefully. Thank you very much for watching again, and I'll see you soon.